So there we are. Oh, there's Mr. Jordan strutting up through the dummy grid. I mean, he could always just go round the side, but no. He's going to strut up the dummy grid. Let's get some useful nuggets of information. 34 drivers set to do battle in the third final of the year in senior Rotax. And if the junior final was anything to go by, then we are in for a treat. There is a cameraman. We're not going to even name him because, as we all know, cameramen are dispensable here at Alpha Live. As long as he keeps that camera safe, that's all that matters. Only joking, they're doing a fantastic job, and we really appreciate the kind comments about the Alpha Live coverage. I know I can only apologise for the commentary, but yeah, it's me and Anthony. What can you do? But the camera crews and the filming, the technology they use is second to none. So, very shortly, we're going to have a look at the starting lineup as the senior drivers. Well, I mean, looking at the overall one, so Guy Cunnington is the all-time most successful senior Rotax driver in the Motorsport UK British Championship, 5 wins. Bradley Barrett, Kai Hunter, Oakley Pryor have 2, and then Kieran Gifford, Reese Hunter, James Johnson, Tom Edmonds, Morgan Porter and Catherine White all have 1. James Johnson, not here this weekend. That's a shame. I haven't seen, want to see James do well. But who's going to take this? Well, I mean, Harry from Barry was happy as Larry.
Well, I mean, yeah, I had no idea really who's won that.
No, it's one of those things. I mean, obviously, that you can see that we got. Let's get back to the live chat. Good luck to Louis Harvey from sax. I'm a sax man. I used to play the saxophone.
There we go.
You're more of a trombone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been told to
tell me
say.
to shut up. Yes. Says that.
I've been told to say hello to Bradley Beavers.
Oh, Bradley Beavers.
Yeah.
Who's helping his dad Darren Beavers help the thing. So hello, Bradley Beavers.
He closed the gate on me when he knew I was about to walk through it.
Good lad. Well done. Thank you.
No, not good lad.
Well, you could have kept him out there, Bradley. There's a look now. So there's Jordan Chamberlain there with his trendy beard. He just overseen a 1-2-3 for KR Sport in Rotax 177. That's his good lady Stephanie Levisconte next to him. Yes, it is. And there's an idea. So there's Will Ellswood. You can just see that. I can tell it's Will Ellswood because he's got Ellswood written down the side of his race suit.
Well,
Tom Adams is just in front of him. I can see that because he's got his name on the side of the card. See, all just facts. Here we go. Starting lineup for senior Rotax coming right up. Here we go. 34 drivers, 12 minutes, led by current championship leader Reese Hunter. Insane driver coach Matt Higgins is second, then Kai Hunter and Sean Butcher on row number 2.
James Lothar and George Holbrook on row number 3 with Louis Harvey. And is my mic on? It is
yes.
on. And Samuel Hawthorne on row number 4.
I just did that to put you off, but I did. Right. Hurrah! Teddy Clinton and Matty Hingley on row number 5. Brandon Nagelvort, best career start in the final for him in the British Championship. And Tom Adams on row 6.
Oakley Pryor and William Ellswood on row 7 with Jack Stedman and Edward Matthews.
Row number 9, Luke Wooder and Lewis Gilbert. Watch for Lewis to move forward. Charlie Turner and Harry Holland round out the top 20.
Ryan Luscombe and Reese Hurd with Archie Brown and Cade McQueen on row 11 and 12.
Oliver Meadows and Spencer Shinner on row 13. Magic Cabera and Tom Edmonds on row 14. The rest of the field, Kieran Kay, Ben Casely, Jensen Watts, Harry Gibson, and on the final row, Catherine White and Riley Stevenson. Let's go racing around the final corner. Perfect timing. What the director was panicking about. Lights are out. We're off and racing in the senior Rotax final. It's a great start from Matthew Higgins. Up the inside, we've had one Welsh winner today. Are we going to have a second? Higgins leads Reese Hunter and the number 57 of Sean Butcher as we're 4 wide. One of the Dan Holland carts. It's Ed Matthews running wide there in cart number 39.
Yeah, so there we go.
Oh, there's someone else in the grass.
I know, another Dan Holland racing car as well.
Well, there's 74 of them in the race. It's a bit difficult to tell which one's which.
74?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All of them.
Fair enough. There we go.
Times 2.
Excellent. Cool. As they go through then, out of Voice ears, back down the infield straight towards the boot section for the first time. Good clean stuff then from that top 5. Small breakaway from the top 5 as well at the end of that one. Oh no.
That is the number 59 cart. That's the number 59 cart of Reese Hurd, the Welshman. So one Welshman not doing well. We've had a couple of spinners. So Edward Matthews has gone off. Ryan Luscombe has lost a bit of ground as well. And there's the battle, and there's Reese Hunter passing Matthew Higgins for the race lead. So we have got 3 Dan Holland karts, 1 KR Sport Machine, and the Argentine number 44 of James Lowther battling for the race lead, with Sam Hawthorne, Teddy Clinton, Matty Hingley, George Holbrook, Louis Harvey and Brandon Nagelvoort leading the next train of karts.
Yeah, Sean Butcher's put himself up into P2 now as they go out of Voisier's once more. Down the straight they go, into the boot, and again, yeah, there we go. Last lap, fastest lap went out to Matthew Higgins, but Reese Hunter has retaken his pole position start. Matthew Higgins now down into P4 as Kai Hunter's managed to get through as well.
So 2 drivers to look for that started out of position. The O plate of Lewis Gilbert, the Mansell Raceway winner. He started back in 18th and he's actually dropped to 20th. And the number 42 Zipcar MG of Caden McQueen, who started 24th but is already up to 18th. Again, very fast drivers, both beset by a puncture for McQueen and a mechanical failure. Oh, and a wheel coming off for Gilbert in his second heat to puncture McQueen in the first race. If they get good clean runs now, they'll be heading towards the front very quickly. But unlike the junior race, the seniors, the top 3, have broken away a little bit, and Butcher might seem content to follow Reese Hunter and just push the championship leader along for the time being, which would spell disaster for the chasing pack, because no matter what they're doing, the leaders are pulling away. Here's a move.
Yep, down the inside, James Lowther gets that move done.
Followed through by Sam Hawthorne.
Yeah, Higgins falling down the order now.
Yeah, great start, and now he's struggling.
Yeah.
Oh dear, that's but he's lost his rhythm.
Yeah.
He's lost his rhythm, and he's not driving on the line. Oh, and there's number 60 kart of George Holbrook there, just giving his teammate Teddy Clinton, the number 6 kart, a love tap. Yeah. Matty Hingley, 3rd of the championship, also coming through. There's Oakley Pryor in the number 35 kart. He won the opening round at Clay Pigeon. He's also involved in this scrap, but again, it's for 3rd place on back, and the 2 leaders are just saying, top 3, sorry, are saying bye-bye.
Yep, Louis Harvey also in that scrap. So, as they go through, 8 minutes to go, plus that 1 lap, the sun out, and another move down the inside there. The 74 of Louis Harvey, getting past Mr. Clinton. Oh, Mr. Turner.
5-second penalty, yes, for Charlie Turner. He's got that very distinctive blue and yellow EOS chassis. Well, the Dan Holland team use the EOS chassis, but they don't use the EOS bodywork. Charlie Turner does, because he's running as a privateer this weekend. Now, Oakley Pryor looks over his shoulder. There is Holbrook. This is the battle for 10th and 11th. Behind them is Tom Adams for Thule Motorsport. Then it's Ellswood, Nagelvoort, Stedman, Turner, Gilbert now up to 17th. McQueen still 18th. And it's Wooden 19th. Spencer Shinner rounding out the top 20. Followed by Hamera, Kay, Casely. In fact, Magic Hamera going wide there and falling down. Ed Matthews, Harry Gibson, Jensen Watts. And next, then it's Oliver Meadows, Harry Holland, Tom Edmonds, Archie Brown, Riley Stevenson, Catherine White, Ryan Luscombe and Reese Hurd. All 34 starters are still running, and Matthew Higgins finally settles down and sets the fastest lap of the race in kart number 75. The problem he's got is that he's only 6th now.
Yep. You just saw there the 60 of George Holbrook make the move there on Matty Hingley up into Christmas Corner. So the number 60 moving up now into the top 10, now into P9. 7.5 minutes to go then as they come through the pits bend over that it looks smooth there, but trust me, it's not smooth curb on the exit of pits bend, back onto the start-finish straight. 75 there of Matthew Higgins now with setting fastest laps, is now getting positions done because he's just got back past Samuel Hawthorne and is now up into P5 once more.
Yep, and Hawthorne saying, well, go on then. Go on, I'll follow you. And Higgins goes, well, let's see if Higgins trusts him. He should, because he's running out of time. 7 minutes to go, so we're over halfway now. We're approaching half distance in this 12-minute final. Out the boot they come, down towards Pitts Bend. I have to say that it's good to see, so the Argenti team in seniors, you've got Lowther and Hawthorne and Harvey all stepping up to the plate. And of course, Morgan Porter won the title last year for Argenti. He's here helping Argenti this weekend, but when a British champion sort of vacates the team, you get some new drivers into the. So Louis Harvey's a new driver, but I mean Lowther has come across from Coles Racing, and Hawthorne, it's his 2nd year driving for them. And there's a move from Butcher, first time our Anglo-Australian driver, Sean Butcher, takes the race lead.
Now, 6 minutes to go. Was that too early, or do we think that Butcher's got some waft hidden away?
I think that looking at the fact you've got the two brothers, 1 and 2, and knowing that they work together and they won't battle, the chances are, if Butcher was slipped from second to third, it would be very, very difficult then to work, because they'll work as a team.
Yeah.
They'll work as a team, as a family unit, they are. So Butcher, I thought his best chance is to win it from the front. Win it from the front, because there's no guarantee that the two brothers will start the fight and open the door for him. So Sean had to make his move, and he did.
Well, there you go. Let's see if it can hold it off, because there's still 6 minutes plus 1 lap, or 5.5 minutes plus 1 lap of this race. It's a long time to hold off the two Hunter brothers.
Yeah,
isn't
he is, but he's obviously confident with the pace that he's got in the kart.
Yep.
He's confident he's got. So he's, and we'll see now whether Reese fights straight back, or whether Reese will have a lap or two. Give him a lap. He'll think about it, and he's obviously decided, no, Sean, you haven't got the pace that I want, so I will repass you. Kai Hunter will now try and interject himself into proceedings. There he goes. And so unfortunately, while Sean went for it, and now his hand is a bit full, because Kai Hunter will sit behind Reese for the time being. And that's good news in a way, because it's not going to give the chasing pack, Higgins, who's now back up to 4th place, Lowther, Hawthorne, Harvey, Clinton, a chance to close in. There is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th place karts coming across through the screen now. Oakley Pryor and Matty Hingley fighting over 10th and 11th. Ellswood is 12th. Let's have a little look back to see where Lewis Gilbert's up to 16th and Caden McQueen's up to 17th. So even though they're very quick, it just shows that the quality in this field, the way that this class works, they're all very, very similar, engines and, the power. So there's move from Gilbert on Nagelvort. He's now going to focus on Jack Steadman, who's there in the number 62 Project 1 racing kart. There's the number 42 zip kart of Caden McQueen. McQueen is, he's behind Gilbert. Now he's got to try and pick off 1 or 2 of the lesser drivers, but the midfield runners.
Yeah. So lots of support out on the stream as well for the Croc team.
Croc will rock.
And they will indeed.
Yeah, so it's a Croc chassis,
but
they're not running as Croc Promotions. There's a deal with Zip,
so
they're running as Zip Kart, use the Croc chassis. Oh, and there's Catherine White into the pits to retire.
Yeah, that's a shame for Catherine. Obviously, not this time last year, but in this very final last year, the Senior Rotax final, it was a race win for
yes, now
Catherine Wright.
It's now Matthew Higgins, 44.38 last lap for the number 75 kart, running in 4th position. Leader 44.60. So Higgins, who had a great first lap and then a terrible 2nd, 3rd and 4th lap, now the kart is back in its sweet spot and he is motoring towards the front.
Yes, indeed, and you can see him there, the 75 right behind.
Butcher's made his move on Kai Hunter for 2nd place.
Yeah.
Reese Hunter, meanwhile, 3/4 second in front. Now, you might ask, I mentioned that Guy Cunnington is the most successful senior Rotax driver since the Motorsport UK took over the British Championships. He's got 5 wins. Who, pray tell, is the most successful driver in total in terms of final wins across all classes? The answer, Kai Hunter. 10 wins. Several as a senior, most as a junior. Facts. Reese Hunter, he has got 3 wins in total, 2 as a junior, 1 as a... he's got 3 overall race wins, but he's got some way to go before he catches brother. And there goes Kai Hunter back in front of Sean Butcher, and Higgins has caught them. So, man on the move is number 75, Matthew Higgins. Oh, the flying mullet flies no more. Number 76, Archie Brown, retires. His privateer run entry. Shame. So that's 2 drivers out of the race. Ryan Luscombe has also retired, so we're down to 31 runners. And Higgins, he's got to try. Well, we had a 1-2-3 from KR Sport in Rotax 177. Will we get a 1-2-3? Oh, and there's a problem. That was Archie Walker looking underneath his cart there. Are we going to get a 1-2-3 for Dan Holland Racing in Senior Rotax? Well, Matthew Higgins is going to try and do something about that. 90 seconds to go. Oh, Butcher commits at the inside going to Christmas corner. He's absolutely overcooked it, but somehow managed to stay in front, and that is given Reese Hunter, carte blanche to pull away. Hunter is going to increase his championship lead to about 17 or 18 points, which is good news for him as we reach the halfway point of the 2021 Senior Rotax Championship.
Will indeed. So it's all going to be down really to this battle for second place as they go through. Now that's the 75 of Matthew Higgins getting past Kai Hunter there.
And,
so
and the Argenti Motorsport of 44 of James Lowther closing in.
Yeah. They're all closing in now with this scrap for second place, or third place really, because now Sean Butcher has opened up a gap. It is only a small gap in mind, because the 57 hasn't cleared that much time. He's only got around, about 0.5 of a second, 0.4 of a second gap advantage. And with Matthew Higgins back on the ball now after being a little bit shaken up earlier on, he had a great start, dropped back quite a way, and then has fought his way back. He's definitely one to keep an eye on because, look at that, the number 3, Kai Hunter, he's latched onto the back of him. He's not let him get away, has he?
No, he has not. And of course, Kai Hunter is battling with his brother Reese for the championship. And of course, now there's 2 drivers between himself and Reese. Reese is looking on course for a victory as the clock strikes 0. Kai Hunter is going to try and get back and salvage at least a podium. Can he do that? He looks. Higgins looks over his shoulder, up the hill, and here comes the number 44, James Lowther, wheel to wheel. They're both from the Tyne and Weir region, and who's that?
That was Samuel Hawthorne around the outside. What a move that was!
And there's Louis Harvey getting involved as well. Great move, Sam Hawthorne.
Yeah, it was fantastic. He saw that Lowther was going for the move, and then he just thought, well, you know what, I'm just going to take the normal racing line here, and then stuck it around the outside, and it worked beautifully.
Great anticipation.
It was absolutely fantastic. Right, now, so timer strikes 0. Last lap board comes out to Reese Hunter, and he is clear now by 1.3 seconds to Sean Butcher in second.
So, Reese Hunter off the podium just at Clay Pigeon, but a top 5 finish. Second at Mansell. Looks like he's going to take a win here. Sean Butcher second, but it's anyone's guess for third. Higgins has it. Kai Hunter, Sam Hawthorne, James Lowther, and Louis Harvey all want it.
Oh, look at that. The 15 of Hawthorne tried to do his outside special. It didn't work that time around. He almost lost positions with that move, but he slots back into position now. But as they go through, final lap board, like we say, only a few more corners to go because into the boot, Reese Hunter rounds the final corner and takes the checkered flag for Senior Rotax.
Sean Butcher finishing in second place. Matthew Higgins holds on. It's the final podium. Oh my word, that's the number 60 kart out of the kart. That is George Holbrook. Now, we've cut away from that because there are still karts coming around that corner, but the yellow flags would be out. Ben Casely also dropping down the order a little bit, but we hope that George is all right. He's either hit the outside barriers and come back across the circuit, or he has clipped that inside curb and something's happened there. But we'll obviously focus on that until we know that George is okay moving around, but obviously Kart's still coming towards him. So Reese Hunter takes the win. Sean Butcher in second, Matthew Higgins in third, then Kai Hunter in fourth, Sam Hawthorne is fifth, James Lowther 6th, Louis Harvey 7th, Oakley Pryor comes home in 8th, William Ellsworth 9th, Lewis Gilbert comes home in 10th position with Matty Hinsley 11th, Tom Adams in 12th. Then it's Stedman, McQueen, Clinton, Wooder, Shinner, Hamera, Kay and Nagelvort, your top 20. Edmonds, Turner, Matthews, Gibson, Casely, Holland, Watts, Stevenson, Meadows and Hurd, your finishers. Now, we'll go through, let's have a look at the nose cone lottery, and nose cone, Sam Hawthorne. Sam Hawthorne gets a nose cone penalty. I didn't see the top 4 go through. Anyone else with a nose cone? Nope, Louis Harvey's all right. James Lowther's okay. Here comes Oakley Pryor. Nope, you're all right. So, hold on. Matthew Higgins, I haven't taken your photo yet. Bracket down. Matty Hingley, penalty. Now William Ellsworth. Oh, no. Penalty. No, Lewis Gilbert. The Diamond of Dalray. Let's have a look. Nope. Nose cone. Have a photo. He looks at the camera guy. So, yes, obviously, there's Tom Adams going through in kart number 7. No penalty for him. Now we look for Jack Stedman. Caden McQueen. Oh, Caden. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. You're done. Nose cone. Next up, he's smiling to himself. what can you do? Tomorrow's another day. Here's Luke Wooder. He's worked hard in that race. He's got through. No nose cone. Now the number 25 of Spencer Shinner. Nose cone. Right, Magic Amira. Let's go. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, no. No nose cone. Now, next up is number 5, Tom Edmonds. Let's play a guessing game. What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? The answer is ding ding, we have a winner. Nose cone. Charlie Turner's already been given a penalty for a jump start or some sort of contact in that race. But James is not down on the grid. Anthony is down on the grid with potentially our winner, Reese Hunter.
Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, down in our sort of winner's circle, Mr. Reese Hunter, you join us. What a final that was. I tell you what, from your point of view, that looked like quite a calm final. I bet it wasn't, though.
Yeah, the pressure was on at the start. I lost the lead at the start to Higgins. Regained it halfway through. We had a bit of a scrap in the middle, and then I managed to hold off the gap for the rest of the race at the end.
Now, talk us, because of course, I'd say one thing we weren't expecting was sunshine, and that must have been tough out there. It's quite a low sun here, so, you know, coming especially out of Christmas Corner, I suspect, as well, it's quite tough out there. But like I say, you held it tough, you held it through. Tough start, like you said, but a great result for you.
Yeah, it was. It's quite hard when it's quite hot, if you know what I mean. It's you kind of you work a lot harder than normal. So it was just all about being consistent as possible, getting all the lap times within a tenth, just to try and maintain the gap at the end.
Oh, well, excellent stuff. Anyone you'd like to thank?
Dan Holland Racing, my mum and dad, and my brother.
Excellent. Well, a great result for you. Well done, Reese Hunter.
Cheers.
Cheers. Excellent. Well, let's have a talk to our second place man, Mr. Sean Butcher. Sean, again from you, that was a calculated race because you had some tough competitors as well. Very quick grid, but you've pushed through and a great result for second place.
Yeah, I think we've done really well to turn around like our pace for the final. I think we were really quick. Shame we couldn't get the win, but I think it's hard to say. I don't think I needed a few more laps, maybe another day.
Yeah, well, like I say, you've got tomorrow to give it another shot, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. I think, yeah, we can start the day on the right foot. I think that'll be perfect to get going.
I can imagine this is a nice confident boost going into tomorrow as well.
Yeah, 100%. I think we've needed a bit of a confidence boost in this championship so far this year. We've just been floating around in the mid-pack, to be honest. Not the mid-pack, but like just outside the top 5. So today's results really helped, and I think we'll work from here.
Well, it's great to see you here on the podium. Second place result for you. Anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd just like to give a massive thanks to all the boys at KR and my mechanic Jay, my mum and dad.
Excellent. Well, Sean Butcher, well done. Congratulations, second place.
Thank you.
Excellent stuff there for our senior Rotax. Let's have a chat to our third place man, Mr. Matthew Higgins. Now, Matthew, it was a great start from you, of course. You fought your way back. Talk us through what happened in the middle of it, though, because you went backwards slightly.
Yeah, I just raced like an idiot, to be honest. Did some stupid moves, didn't defend when I had to, and just resulted in me going back and didn't. I just got lost the front group, so yeah, made many mistakes, but iron them out tomorrow.
Like I say, you had a killer start, though, off the line. You know, you took the lead. Great running from that one. Great to see you at the sharp end. And seeing you come back through the pack as well, that was great. Because, like you say, it looked like you got flustered a bit at one point, but you cooled your head down, closed that gap up again, came back on a podium, P3. Great result.
Cheers, thank you.
Excellent. Anyone you'd like to thank?
The whole team, all the boys at DHR, mega setup on the kart, time racing engines, mega power, dad on the tools, perfect tuning, nothing fell off, so yeah, good job. All my sponsors, too many to list them all, but yeah, couldn't do it without them, and just all my friends and family for the sport. Excellent.
Well, it's good that nothing fell off. Okay, that's a crucial part, isn't it? Excellent. Well, well done. Matthew Higgins on third place. Again, more races coming up. It's the end of the finals, but don't go anywhere because we've got 2 more races coming up, Junior TKM and TKM Extreme. Don't go anywhere.
Well, thank you, Anthony. And just a quick update on the incident we saw at the end of that final. So George Holbrook was the driver that went off and hit the outside barriers of the final corner as someone's getting a good view of the action. But he came back on the track. You saw him sort of like clambering out of his cart, and the ambulance was on the circuit. He's walked into the ambulance, so he's okay, probably just very, very sore, and they're just checking him over. But George Holbrook involved in an incident there. He's walked into the ambulance, and he's been checked over. But that is a good sign indeed. He was involved in a last corner incident there we just saw with Matty Hingley. Hingley coming across the line eventually in 11th place. Now, what is that? Is that a microlight? Is that some sort of motorised thing? You got to be careful you miss that tree, son. Hang on a second, that's a bit high. Let's have a look. Nope, we're all right. We're all right. We're going behind the tree. I mean, I quite like my feet on the ground, personally, and I have done skydiving before, and yeah, I like my feet on the ground. So as the sun sets here at Whilton Mill, 2 races to go. The first of them, Junior TKM.